Hello and welcome again to the questions of the month. This one for kind of October-ish, sorta. It's kind of a mix between September and October because we were basically, just fucking around, not doing anything during September for the most part. Definitely how it went down. So we got kind of a big old chunky motherfucker of an episode here. A lot of good questions. We'll go ahead and go right on into it. We'll start with Ninja Guy Dan. Is there a reason why Karkalicious gives me such a fight or flight response? Every time I hear fuck you, my happiness drains. Now, Alex, you're an expert on this. Do you know what Karkalicious is?
I just realized that his name is Ninja Gaiden. I've known this guy for like a year. I've just realized that was his name this whole time. I thought it was just Ninja Guy Dan. He's a ninja guy who's named Dan. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. So what was the question?
To be fair, Alex, right before we started recording, I had a brain blast where I realized the new incel Reddit is called Brain Cell, like a brain cell. So we're both equally infuriatingly stupid.
Okay, so what does Karkalicious mean?
So, okay. Now, you know Drop Pop Candy?
Yes.
You remember how there was an Undertale version of that?
Yes, actually, with Sans Papyrus.
That's basically what that is. There was this whole... So, the average Homestuck reader was like a 15-year-old girl, right?
And you.
Just like myself. And so, a lot of people would make these, like, lyric stucks where they would take some shitty... mid-2000 song.
Like Black Romance.
Fuck. Alex, I try and forget that I have the high score for Black Romance on AudioSurf, but I still get emails. Every time someone plays that track, I get an email letting me know that my ranking on the scoreboard has fallen.
Remember Tindeck? Remember how that's just the Homestuck website for weirdos who want to voice act in Homestuck?
I actually checked Tindeck about an hour ago, because I was trying to find the original revival audio, because obviously I didn't keep it saved because I'm a fucking brain cell. And the website is now closed. You can't do anything with it anymore. You can still listen to stuff, but you can't upload or create new accounts. It closed on August 1st, 2018. But basically, Karkalicious was like a super popular one. I don't know the original song. I've heard the original song on, like, the radio, but I don't know the fucking name of it. Maybe it's Superstitious? I don't know.
Is it Fergalicious?
No, Fergalicious, yeah. So it's just that, but with Karkat, and it's the super annoying version of Karkat that all the 15-year-olds loved, where he just got a scratchy voice and screaming and angry, and it's fucking horrifying.
Oh, so me.
Yeah, pretty much. Whenever I hear Black Romance, whenever I hear that opening ooh, I get the exact same feeling, where I get sweaty. Like, I'll grip onto my chair and look for the nearest exit.
Oh, dude, real shit. So, you remember that one fucking Homestuck video you sent me where you don't know that you're a Homestuck?
Mm-hmm.
Hear that You Don't Know You're Beautiful song all the time in the radio, and it auto-translates in my head to the Homestuck variation.
We all have our own personal Karkalicious superstitious.
I don't even like that song. It's just that one's on the radio so much, so it just happens, you know?
So the next question here is from Alobite. If one were too cool for school and ditched it, where would one hide out? Let's see, where would I hide if I didn't go to school? I was a good boy nerd, so I guess if I didn't want to go to school, I'd just tell my mom I was sick and then keep playing Paper Mario. One time, me and my brother did skip going to the YMCA day camp to just go to the library and play RuneScape, and they thought we were kidnapped because we didn't take the bus home.
Nice. So
I say the local library.
What I did, this is a good question to ask your boy Alex. So Ted, you know me. I would ditch school whenever fucking available. I hated
Except
school.
when I would stay over and you had to go to summer school. And I wanted to just play Oblivion.
Well, I couldn't ditch summer school because otherwise I wouldn't be flunked out of school, Ted. I didn't have an option that time. See, kids, if you skip school too much, you get sent to summer school because you keep failing your classes in math. Anyway, I was a little asshole kid who didn't like going to fucking school, and I literally slept through English class. But I've already told that story before. So what I would do is I would wake up, quote SpongeBob, I don't really feel like it, and just ask my mom, hey mom, can you call and pretend I'm sick so I don't have to go to school? And my mom, being like the most irresponsible parent, just said, okay Alex, whatever. And then I would just stay home and do, privileged as fuck. My mom may have been dumb.
Exercising that white privilege.
My mom may have been dumb, but she was the coolest motherfucker sometimes. Like, there was this one time, where it was me, my sister, my stepsister, and stepbrother. We're all together in the car. My mom's fucking driving us home. She turns around and just says, hey, do you guys just, like, not want to go to school tomorrow? Because you guys haven't taken off in a while. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh my, that is such a terrifying sentence to hear from someone who's supposed to be your parent. Holy shit.
So anyway, I ditched school a shitload. Like, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he's already taken off school 9 times. That's me. So what I would is I would basically just play video games, because that was more useful to me than my education.
And look where you are now.
Well, here's the thing about that, because I used to skip fucking going to work at Walmart, and that got me fired. But then, after a year of unemployment and working at the fucking Salvation Army, which I fucking hated, by the way, now I'm back, and I've become the hardest working motherfucker ever. I am the best goddamn employee they got. I learned my fucking lesson. Don't be like me and skip all the time, because it will eventually come back and bite you in the ass. You won't always get away with it.
I remember the first time I went out to visit you when you were in Idaho, you were like super bitchy that you had to go work at Walmart. You're like, I'm just gonna call in and quit. I'm like, Alex, you can't do that. You need to have a job. You need to help Sherry pay rent.
I used to be different.
Like, Sherry fucking flipped their shit on you, rightfully so.
Yeah, dude,
you just wouldn't fucking listen to me.
I used to be way lazy, but, like, look at me now. Now I'm the fucking best dude they got. Now I fucking bust my butt out there. I have matured, Tad. My character arc. I have grown.
So this next question is from Chris. Are you a fan of any sports? If so, what team? (S and parenthesis). Now, as a fellow gamer, I sure love the Shanghai Dragons from the Overwatch League. Who's your favorite esports team, Alex?
That League of Legends team that Pornhub bought.
Holy fuck, what?
Pornhub has a League of Legends, or is it Brazzers? Some porn site has a league team.
Like, big deal going to the LCS or whatever? The local comic shop?
I don't know. I just remember people talking about it. I know Marn, the fucking Street Fighter player, had a team for a while. Team Marn.
That's egotistical as fuck. I love it.
But anyway, esports are stupid. Regular sports are also stupid. I'm a guy who skips school to fucking play WoW at home. I don't fucking watch sports. And esports are dumb.
I get the appeal of sports. I like watching football. Speaking of which, at work, I won a neon Chicago Bears lamp. But as soon as they handed it to me, I was like, oh, this light's broken, right? And this is a neon lamp, so I can't use this. They handed me a broken fucking lamp. So I took it to Walmart and got $40 and gave it to my mom for her birthday. I'm such a great son, Alex.
I got nothing to say.
Next question here from Fox McCloud 23. What are some of your favorite video game soundtrack remixes? Power Glove, Smooth McGroove, Steamage, etc. When I was younger, I used to listen to brentalfloss because I thought it was really, really funny. And then as I got older, I'm like, wow, these aren't good at all.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
So, fucking brentalfloss, the same generic bald dude with a beard. So it's me, brentalfloss, and Mr. Clean. The triumvirate.
The triumvirate. What if he was a filthy? It's like a rock paper scissors, like a tank MMO, like tank DPS healer, where you have a dirty mouth. So Mr. Clean beats you because he's Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean gets defeated by brentalfloss because you can't get any cleaner than flossing. And then you beat brentalfloss because you're actually funny, unlike brentalfloss. Ooh, big
yikes!
Mood. Big mood.
Okay.
Oh, there was a remix soundtrack of Shovel Knight, and this was when before my gym closed. After they took my $20, and the next day I went there, they were literally gone, and everything was gone, and it was just an empty fucking room. The day before that, I was lifting heavy things to the Mole Knight soundtrack, and I almost passed out and crushed my larynx by dropping like a super heavy weight on it.
When it comes to remixes, well, first I gotta talk about brentalfloss, because there's one fucking brentalfloss song that's still stuck in my fucking head. And
Is it the Dr. Mario one?
No, it's the goddamn Toad is Gay one.
That
from Mario 2.
If he made that video in 2018, that'd be pretty problematic.
The look on YouTube's face would be epic.
Oh my god. Okay, Alex, so keep talking, but while you do that, I'm going to see if he made Fortnite videos.
Oh, yikes. He's going to be like that one Family Guy YouTuber guy who just makes soulless content.
What are you talking about? Family Guy YouTuber?
You know, like that YouTuber you showed me who made that, like, Thanos song, and his animation style looks like Family Guy. He's a guy who...
Oh, the one who made the story of... It's the story of Undertale, but everything just tweens. There's no actual animation. It looks like fucking...
Literally the most soulless man out there who's just cashing at whatever is trending on fucking Twitter at the time.
Yeah, he's made at least one Fortnite video. Fortnite, Bush on Wheels song. Oh no.
Anyway, if I had to pick a favorite, I would say, I don't know, Smooth Groove. He's literally the only person I know that makes remixes. He's literally the only guy I could think of that, like, doesn't piss me off by changing the entire theme of each song. Yeah, Smooth Groove.
I get what you mean.
Because, like, a lot of remixes, the problem is, like, the original intent, identity, and or purpose of the song they're remixing is lost along the way. Because they feel the need to add their own spice to it. I'm doing little air quotes, by the way. They feel the need to personalize that shit. It's kind of like how in an English dub of an anime, they might add like extra dialogue that doesn't need to be there when characters are moving. Kind of like what 4Kids did to make, because kids don't like silence. All kids have ADD, according to 4Kids. That's what remixes are. A video game soundtrack remix is like a 4Kids dub of your favorite anime.
Ooh.
But Smooth the Groove is okay.
So next question here. This one is from Phil the Muffin. Who truly did nothing wrong? Sylvanas or Garrosh? Garrosh?
Yeah,
Garrosh?
It's Gary.
Shut up.
It's Gary, not Gareth.
I'll fucking kill you, Alex.
Okay, alright. So, this one I actually know. Garrosh did nothing wrong, and Sylvanas is a massive mega cunt. Can I say cunt, or is that still censored?
Technically this show can come out in Australia, so we're fine to say it.
Alright, you mad
Those
cunt.
fucking cunts outside of Australia can't stop us, Alex. Free speech.
I mean, we can just say we're from Australia. There, done.
Yeah, those dumb cunts won't even know what hit them.
Bros. Cunts.
Cunts.
Alright, so anyway, what I was trying to say is, Gary did absolutely nothing wrong. Because what happened in World of Warcraft's story is, I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible. I'm not going to try to go off on a huge tangent and make this 30 minutes. Gary was put into the fucking seat of power that he specifically said he didn't want to be in when Deathwing was destroying the world, everything was on fire, and then all eyes turned to him. Thrall ditched him. Okay, so Ted, imagine if everything exploded. Say you're like the vice mayor of a city. Spider-Man knocked down a building, so the mayor just takes off his badge and hands it to you, and then he runs away. That's literally what happened to Garrosh. He put all of the responsibility to Thrall at literally the worst opportune time. So Garrosh, who is just a warrior who just likes to fight things, is now the leader of an entire like faction of multiple races. So he's like, well, want to go fight things for resources because everything's on fire? So like he went to Ashenvale to go get wood, which pissed off Night Elves, so then they fought. Then he went into Stone Talon Mountains to get even more wood. They needed a lot of wood, Dad. And fucking, like, there was this cool character arc where, like, this one general guy, General Dickface, I don't even remember his fucking name, he's just an asshole, is like, hey, let's nuke these druids with this goblin nuke that we made. It's a nuke, by the way. And Garrosh comes in and he's like, hey, asshole, I'm not like that. I may be an asshole, but I have some honor, and, like, fucking chokes him and throws him off a fucking ledge. The entire point of Garrosh's character in Cataclysm was to be, like, he's a hot-headed kind of leader, but he does mean well. He still wants the Horde to, like, prosper, right? He's just a little more aggressive than, like, Thrall is, because now it's more aggressive times. But here's the problem that happened. 1, it's an MMO. 2, there were 4 different writers for Garrosh's character. 3, I'm going to repeat that. There were 4 different writers for this one character. And then 4, people don't like change. So when Mr. Thrall, when Mr. Green Pickle was no longer in the chair at fucking Orgrimmar, people were like, where's Green Man? Brown Man's not Green Man. Where's Chris Metzen? I want Chris Metzen back. And so no one liked Garrosh, despite them spending a gratuitous amount of time trying to make you, like, understand where he's coming from. So, now you go to Pandaria, where Garrosh was just Nazi man. Garrosh went from, hey, I have some honor, to opening line. The Alliance discovered a new lane, and you let them get there first? We gotta get there and paint this new island in blood! And you're like, oh, okay, cool. So, he's just evil, and he became the raid boss, and you beat his ass. Then a magical bronze dragon with a magical hourglass came by and said, hey kid, you want to go back in time? Grabbed Garrosh, so jumped through a fucking portal in time to pass Draenor, and then went on that whole fucking expansion that sucked ass. And yeah, he could have been set up to be one of the best villains ever if they just didn't decide, oh, you guys just have to hate him now, bye. They could have set him up to be, like, our reluctant villain who was pushed into the situation. He could have been like that guy in Half-Life 2, where he was just kind of like had no other alternative options because the world's on fire.
Or been like Aridin Ampora and done absolutely nothing wrong.
So the problem with Sylvanas is Sylvanas was always... Okay,
just ignore me.
Ted, you mention homesick every day. I got nothing to say other than, yeah. But Sylvanas is just evil. She's been evil since Warcraft 3. She's evil in WoW, evil in every single expansion. She is just evil. She's always been evil. She's never been good. And if you like Sylvanas, that's okay to like people who are just evil. It's fun to like the bad guys. Like people like
Aridin Ampora.
Like Aridin. But Ted, I thought he did nothing wrong.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad.
Ted, he was our guy.
Aridin would post on Brain Cell.
Oh, the blackest pill of all. Sylvanas is just a cunt, and now they're rewriting her instead of being a, like, underhanded, manipulative kind of evil villain, because that's what she's always been. Now she's just Garrosh too, where it opens up with, like, alright, Sylvanas, you're the war chief, and you've been doing a pretty good job not being a huge cunt. What do you want to do now that we destroy the Burning Legion and everything's happy? Let's burn down everything. Let me just put on my Garrosh stomping boots and let's just go beeline for Teldrassil and destroy it. It's bad, it's stupid, it's dumb, and I hate it. And Garrosh was actually a pretty decent character, and even though he was mishandled in Miss Pandaria, he's still one of my favorites because, like Raditz, I see him as the potential of what he could have been.
But who would win in a fight between the two?
Garrosh.
Now, do you want to know what would be an even better fight?
Garrosh being reborn as a light-forged orc named Gary Heavenscream?
No. This question from Ned. Who would win in a fight between Garfield, it's Monday, and Cool Cat? Someone just used footage from his movie in a YouTube video. It doesn't state if either one of them are force-sensitive, so I'm going to assume no.
I was going to make the joke if you didn't. Okay, so this one's actually really easy. You see, Cool Cat wins by default, because you don't piss off Cool Cat by using footage from his movies.
And honestly, I think Garfield would be depowered on Mondays because he hates them. Now, if it was on a Tuesday, that is technically as far away from Monday as possible, and Cool Cat would stand no chance. Ned, you sabotaged this, and I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate you obviously giving me a stacked fight. Come back next time with something better. Next question from Stupid Geeks. What's your favorite method of thought removal? Now, my favorite method is that one where there's two beetles, one of them just flips it across the room.
I've got a gun.
I had to explain to one of my old lady coworkers what a thought was, and then I
was
going through. Listen, Alex. I don't know the things that I do, and I had to realize, oh wait, what does thought stand for? And so I googled thought on my company computer.
Okay, so why were you explaining it to her again?
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Oh, Ted, what's a thought?
Next question from White Chocolate. If you've already played them, what do you think about the Hive Swap friend sims so far? And speaking of Homestuck, how is that part 4 episode doing?
Homestuck
you can tell these episodes were, these questions came in a bit ago.
Yikers.
Considering part 4 already was done a month ago. Whoopsie. The friend sims, I played the first one where it was advertised that they were written by Andrew Hussey, and then I found out only the first volume was, so I stopped giving a shit immediately. The character designs of some of them are cool. I like the big beefy clown girl. I like the one troll that's like an animal herder, like a Lucis one. I don't remember the rest, so they must not have left an impact on me. Oh, no, I did like the all women are queens, Blue Blood, who is just a fucking piece of shit. I thought he was really fun. Because he would suck up to low bloods, be like, all low bloods are queens! Just to trick people into becoming his slave. I thought that was fun. But other than that, I don't give a fuck about Friend Sim.
The only thing I know about Friend Sim is I like the fucking, basically the mummy looking, fucking Nepeta recolor, and the fucking cloud one.
That was the weird thing, is that a lot of the trolls just kind of looked like you took aspects of that character that took that slot, and then just kind of made a character based around that.
Like the clown girl's just big girl Gamzee.
Pretty much. So they're okay. They're inoffensive. Although some of them just look like self-inserts of the What Pumpkin team, which is pretty fucking lame. I know that there's one that looks like Cohen, the old creative director who got his ass fucking sacked because he was terrible and didn't know how to do his job.
Yikes.
But yeah. Next question here from Cameron. Okay, so what was the worst experience you've had on the first day of school? Now, I'm going to cheat a little bit and say the first day of college, I went to the wrong campus. Nice. I drove 45 minutes to the wrong campus for my first class. Whoopsie.
So, easy one. I didn't go. Dabs. Alright, so I never actually had a bad first day of school because they were all about oh great, I have to go back to school. Cool. I hated school, Tad. I just was bored out of my mind because the first day of school is only a few hours long. So you're basically just there and you leave. However, I do want to take this opportunity to tell a story that I think I've told before, but this is for some of the newer audiences. Because I was mentioning skipping school at the time. There was this one time where it was a snowstorm, and I lived back in Marseilles or whatever, and if it ever snowed, you basically just were not able to go to school anymore because the roads were so shitty, they would just freeze over immediately, right? So a school bus got stuck on a turn because of the ice, then another one right after it, then the backup for that one stuck, and the backup for that one stuck also, all in the same spot. So...
a fucking Looney Tunes.
Yes. So, it's me and my sister, Ava, my little sister. We're very young at this time. She's like, all right, Alex, we gotta get to school somehow. We gotta get someone's car. I'm like, fuck that. Good Burger's on Nickelodeon right now. So I watched Good Burger. Also recorded it too, just so I could watch it again later. And I stayed at home watching Good Burger. However, I did eventually have to go to school though because someone's friend's dad came back to drive everyone in the neighborhood to school. But I got to watch the whole movie before I went to school, so it worked out.
Nice. So this question here, this one comes from Walrus. What's up, you spicy meatballs? Do either of you watch My Hero Academia or able to catch the movie while it was in theaters? What did you think about it? Okay, so I actually had a discussion kind of like this with one of my coworkers today. So I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was like between 8 to 12. If 8 to 12-year-old me was around, I'd probably be watching this show. Because I could see, like, oh, that's cool, that's superheroes. I could see it hitting all those check marks that Dragon Ball Z did. But, like, I'm 24 years old now, and I'm not a super big fan of shonen stuff anymore. That's not... Remember Dragon Ball Z? Remember the Cell Saga? Like, stuff that's not Dragon Ball Z for shonen, I don't really care for that much. So I never really got into My Hero Academia. I did watch one episode, and I thought it was okay.
So, I haven't watched it. I haven't read it. It looks pretty alright, I guess. I would simply look at it for research material, so I could look at it and be like, man, I wish TV Man could do any of this stuff, and that'd be pretty much it. I'm so mildly interested that I know it exists, but I'm never interested enough to actually, like, sit down to look into it, you know?
So next question here. This one's from
Jasper, please stop panting so much. I'm gonna fucking kill you, you stupid mutt.
Alex, don't say that, because he is very old now.
Jasper, I wish we called the vet to put you down today.
Holy shit.
I'm kidding, Jasper. I love you. Come back.
Holy fuck.
He's just looking at me.
So this question's from Punished GSM. Whenever I browse Smash Bros. Leak threads, I'll always see one guy complaining about Paper Mario not being in the game. Is that you, Tad? I'm going to say right now, apparently fucking so. I have not seen anyone who's not me bitching about Paper Mario not being in Smash. Am I the only sane one? Is anyone else even real, Alex? Am I asleep right now?
Well, you see, I believe that I'm actually still asleep right now. You know when they were doing that very last direct, because that question was obviously asked way long ago? When they were doing that very last direct, I went to sleep and woke up after only about 3 hours, and we saw the reveal that what it was, and it was not what me and you expected. I have a theory that I'm not actually awake right now. You see, the Grinch leak was real, Tad. I'm simply not really awake. This is the alternate universe right now. I crossed into it in my sleep.
That's right, Alex. You need to wake up. It's me, your husband, Markiplier.
Ted, are you playing his banjo right now in the real world?
You're goddamn right I am.
Ted, is Steven in the real world?
Oh no, Alex, the rift is opening back up. I have to leave.
The simulation is breaking.
I hope Banjo-Kazooie and Paper Mario get in so much. Hey, speaking of dreams, this question from Brad. Has Alex had any more good dreams?
Yes, actually. I've been writing down all the good ones. I've just been... I just don't know if I can make them long enough for whole episodes, or if Ted would be interested enough, because Ted seems to not like the dream episodes at all, despite the fact that Ted has most of our fan art.
I like them. They're fun. But they have to have enough substance to them. See, because listening to someone's dreams is about the fucking lamest thing possible. So unless you're hitting me with that grade A bullshit, I don't want to hear it.
Well, all of my dreams are cartoony, but you say that, and then I doubt myself, and then I get all like, oh, well, I guess just now you do the episode. So I have 5 or so dreams I've written down, ready. But we've just been doing other episodes. But hey, thank you, Brad. You've now given me all validation to force Tad to make me do a dream episode.
If they're as good as Will Smith and Gabe's Secret Agents or Binda Man, then they're worth it.
I've got some good ones with some more original characters for people to latch on to.
Alright, so this question is from Downstream. Hey, Tad/Alex. I don't like hearing Tad/Alex. That makes me uncomfortable. Hope you are doing well, and it's good to hear some new episodes from my 2 favorite boys. My question is twofold. It's cheating, but I'll allow it. Number 1, in the Homestuck number 4 episode and other past episodes, you've alluded to a webcomic that the 2 of you used to work on together.
Yikes.
What was it about, and can it still be found? Why did it stop? Number 2, does working on creative stuff together, like the podcast and your old comic, put a strain on your friendship?
Oh yeah, please tell me. Let's tell a little about that. Yes, 100 times yes. I want to kick him in the fucking face.
I have a constant shit-eating grin at all points in time. You saw it in Evo. It's 100% all the time on my face.
It's like that Onion episode where it's like, guy with the most punchable face in the world. I've just been cursed to have this face that's really easily punchable. And then like the caster's like, yeah, I really want to punch you in the face right now.
So we did how many? I think there was 3.
It was
3 different comics.
Important business and TV, man. They were on drunkduck.com, which is a free like webcomic hosting site. They were dumb stick figure comics I drew when I was like a teenager because I really wanted to do stuff, but I have absolutely no talent. And I had Ted edit them because I rushed them out so much that I never actually checked my own spelling, so Ted did that for me pretty much. I became friends with a cartoonist on there named Roy Duncan, bless his fucking heart and soul, who helped me out a lot. He was like the coolest dude ever, but I have not seen him in like forever. He's just all up and vanished. I actually wanted to go get pictures that he actually drew some TV Man for me. Because I still absolutely love my character TV Man. I still want to do something with him. I tried to go find some things he drew for me, but they're all gone because like fucking Villain Next Door is just like nuked from the face of the earth. I couldn't find him on DrunkDuck anymore. And just like ours, where they're nuked and they're gone forever because you deleted them all. Yeah, because they were bad and embarrassing, and I don't want people to see those anymore. That was my creative phase as a teenager. I was not talented. The end. So anyway, I had this really weird moment the other day. It was like months ago, where while trying to just find stuff for TV, and I realized something with our like 18,000 subscribers that we have like right now when we're doing the episode. We've actually kind of surpassed Roy in terms of like popularity of our content. That's kind of weird because it's like Roy was like the big dude who's like took you under his wing to show you like the basics and stuff, right? I looked up to him so much, but now I feel as though me and you have surpassed him, and I honestly don't feel like we have deserved to because I think he always put in a lot of work trying to get like his cartoons and stuff going, and like here we are just talking and stuff. So I had this really weird like existential moment where it's like, well shit, I've surpassed the only person I've ever actually looked up to because I hate so many people. What do I do now? Well, you continue to make him proud. Yeah. It's actually kind of funny how the comics worked out, where you would be putting the stuff out, and then I would, like, edit and go over them and shit. And now it's kind of, like, flipped, where, like, I'll take the lead on a lot of this podcast stuff, and then you'll, like, every now and then do, like, you know, the editing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. As for the second part of the question... There was it back in like July or August? I think it was August. It was the summer because I was very hot and dehydrated, where I was just wanted to quit and hated absolutely everything. And Ted mentioned I was going to quit on the Discord, and we had fan art of me with like angel wings and a halo that just said, I don't really feel like it about quitting the podcast. But I actually stayed because one, I got hydrated. And I got motivated to do anything. Apparently he was just like, what were you drinking? You were just drinking normal ass water, right? Yeah, so I was criminally low on electrolytes, and it was actually fucking up my blood pressure. So my blood was just like thick and traveling through my body really like poorly. So you just got some Gatorade. This podcast not sponsored by Gatorade. And yeah, it made me motivated. Then you were just like revitalized. It's like I used a Phoenix Down. Dab gamers. Anyway, what I was going to say before you said that, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the goddamn face, man, with the most punchable face in the world. Fucking. Then I got bored and I didn't really feel like I was gonna quit, but I just wanted to like work less on it because work is like I'm a full-time employee now because again I'm really good at my job. I work real hard. So we had Alba doing Henshin Homies. But then Alba pissed me off one day real fucking good. So I went out of my way to now edit more episodes and put out more content like more often just to make it, just out of spite of him, because he just pissed me off this one fucking time where he just wouldn't shut up. And like you, has the most punchable face in the world. So yes, it puts a strain on every friendship. I want to kick his ass. Yeah, Henshin Homies was kind of fun, but the format didn't really work. And me and Alba didn't mesh well as, like, permanent co-hosts. So,
So this next question here is from Motion. Do you think, and actually it's kind of related to Kamen Rider, do you think Ultraman is cool?
No, but
Now,
yes.
I have never seen anything Ultraman, but I remember it was on TV when I was younger, and I looked at it, I thought, oh, that's a really lame name. That's just like copying off Mega Man, and I never watched it. I did not know what it was until like 2014.
Okay, so the only thing I know really about Ultraman, other than seeing random clips of it, is Kinnikuman is actually based off Ultraman. That's why Kinnikuman has that crest on his head.
Oh shit!
But no, it's not cool. It's not cool, but like old Kamen Rider, it's like cheesy and stupid, so you enjoy it.
So this question is from Benedetto. Are there any movies, TV shows, video games that you love that everyone else just fucking hates?
Ooh.
Now, as for... Because there's a lot of things that I like that people either don't give a shit about or only kind of like, you know? But I'm trying to think of anyone hates... Well, okay. I guess the obvious one is Homestuck. But I also like and at the same time hate Homestuck in equal amounts. I'm basically Thanos, where it's everything in perfect. I don't fucking remember. I saw Infinity War once.
I'm thinking of a game that I like that everybody just see. I can't think of hate because a lot of games that like are hated are probably like rightfully so. There's games that I've played that I know people hate, but I wouldn't necessarily say I liked, right? There's games that I like that I just think people just don't give a shit about, like, say, Xenoclash, or Xenoclash, however you want to pronounce it. I fucking love those games, but no one really, like, knows or gives a shit about those games, right?
For me, another one is Luigi's Mansion 2. I thought the game was very fun. I don't know why people hate it.
I'm gonna go with just Xenoclash 2 because people apparently did not like it as much as the first one, and I'm sitting here like, well, this game's like better though.
Yeah, so Luigi's Mansion 2 and Homestuck. So this question here, this one's from Sick Cakes. For Tad, what is your favorite block in Magic the Gathering or favorite colors? And for Alex, what games do you recommend for the Switch? So for me, my favorite block in Magic, I went on I think it was in the Noise Boys. I went on like this super long rant about Magic, but we cut it out because we might just do like a card game focused episode in the future.
Yeah.
But what I really like about Magic is they have different sets that are in like different settings. And one of them was there's 5 colors of Magic, and there was a setting that was 10 guilds of 2 colored pairs. And it was such a really, really cool idea because for a new player, they say, oh, I am blue-black. I am Dimir. This is my guild. And that's really fun to be able to get like one friend who's Dimir, one who's Boros, one who's Golgari.
To get immersed.
Shit like that. Makes it fun.
So Dimir's your favorite?
Yeah, Dimir's my favorite, and my favorite block in Magic is Ravnica, City of Guilds.
So if I had to recommend a game on the Switch, I would probably recommend. Well, I put a fuckload of time into ARMS actually, but I don't think people play it as much as now. So I would probably recommend either Breath of the Wild, which is still really pretty, still really really pretty good. Mario Odyssey's godlike, and if Mario Tennis had better online, I definitely recommend that.
But what's a good game on the Switch, Alex?
Alright, Mario Odyssey is pretty good, and I recommend that.
There we go. Good answer. So, penultimate question by Briss. What is y'all's favorite Scream Fortress map? Instantly slam it on the fucking table. Harvest Event is the best map because it does not interfere with the map too much. There's no forced stalemates, which are cool the first time and then lame as fuck every other time after it. It adds the pumpkin bombs, which make certain areas of the map very dangerous to be in and allow you to do crazy shit. It's got the crit pumpkins when you kill someone, and then it's got the ghosts that sometimes spawn. Boo. It is the perfect map to play on Halloween. I love it.
See, I'm a big fan of Man Manor and the Horseless Headless Horseman.
He's my favorite one of the bosses because he doesn't stop everything. He exists to shake it up.
I absolutely adore the axe that you get from beating him the first time, like all those years ago. I still use that bad boy. It looks so cool.
The new Scream Fortress event for 2018 was actually pretty cool. They added about 5 new maps. Cauldron was very fun. It's like the Ghost Fort map with Marasmus, except Marasmus doesn't spawn every goddamn 50 seconds. There's a cauldron that you capture in the middle, and then it gives everyone the spells. I don't like how often it gives crits. If it halved that rate, I'd be super cool with it, because if you have crits, they don't have fall off. So you just have a heavy that has like a long sight line and just holding his minigun with crits, and you can't get in there. There's one that's oh fuck, what was it called? It was like a Davy Jones's locker thing. I think it was like Seaside Cove.
I thought it was Cursed Cove.
Cursed Cove, that's it. It's Player Destruction, which is a kind of unique map. Team Fortress 2 never... It had arena mode, but it was never really supported that much. Because Team Fortress 2 is objective-based. Capture the points, deliver the intel, move the payload, right? Mm-hmm. Hold the capture point, King of the Hill.
Yeah.
So for their arena mode is the person with the highest score on the map, or the highest kill count, will become your team leader. And the enemy team can see them through walls. They have an outline. And every time you get a kill, or you die, that's outside of like a suicide button, you drop a spell. And then whenever anyone on your team picks that up, it goes to your team leader to hold on to. Or if like you kill an enemy and one of the enemies pick that spell up before you get to it, it'll go to their guy. And so what happens is that you'll have people, and when you kill their team leader, you can pick up all their spells. So like it's constantly moving, because you can't hide somewhere with all the points, because they can see you through walls. And to get points, something opens up on the map. And in this one, it's a giant ghost ship that flies through, and you have to go inside of it and then hold the point in there, like a mini capture the flag. It's really cool. Or a mini King of the Hill. It was super, super fun. I love the idea. It's a game mode that has that objective-based stuff and feels super team... Like, if that came with stock TF2, I wouldn't be surprised. Super good map. Last question from Bundles. What do you guys like to do when you're not busy with other stuff? So for me, what my day consists of is I'll wake up at 8 a.m., go to work for 10 hours, come back home, and have about 3 hours to like... I spend a disproportionate amount of time editing Revival than I do like any of the other podcast stuff, because I really like doing Revival stuff. When I'm at work, it's usually pretty slow, so I actually have an email open where I'll work on podcast shit, like drafting up episode ideas, doing research, shit like that. So basically, when I'm not doing podcast stuff, I'm doing podcast stuff or playing La Mulana 2. That's pretty much it.
So for me is like how you see he's at work for fucking 9 hours today. Excuse me. I'm at work for about he's at 10. I'm at work for 9. And I spend all day at work pushing fucking carts and thinking up and daydreaming how I'm going to write my story and how these characters interact and all this stuff, but never actually sitting on my computer to actually fucking type anything. Mostly just keep thinking of new ideas and new ideas and new ideas. You know, like every other loser in the world who wants to create content.
There you go.
Then when I get home, I play with my friends on Discord. You know, instead of actually working on that story, I keep fucking saying I'm going to be doing. You know that fucking little bit from Family Guy where he's like, hey, what are you working on? What are you working on? And then Brian like punches him in the fucking face. That's basically me. Where I'll go with my friends on Discord and we'll play whatever like multiplayer game we're currently into at the time. Like as of right now is For Honor. I'm back into that, and then everyone followed me like the sheep they are. And then we'll probably get bored of that eventually and move on to something else. Maybe it'll be Lethal League or some other shit. I hope we never go back to League.
Hope it's Duck Game.
Nah. That's basically all I do. Is I sit. Oh, and I play a lot of fucking Fate.
Ugh. Didn't you tell me that, what was the game that you refunded?
Ooh. I kind of wanted to say this for the Gash episode, and I'm not going to get into detail. I'll just say the game that pissed me off a lot. Dragalia Lost. Don't play it.
So that's all the questions. A lot of really cool ones. I like this. This was fun.
I actually really like that
questions.
video game one, and I'm sorry that I don't have a better answer, but like, there's not a lot of games I could really think of that like people hate. Just it's more just like people don't give a shit about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really like Chrono. I'm gonna say I want to get this. I really like Chrono Cross, which is not like unpopular. People like it, but it's just that like nobody really cares. It's a 20-year-old JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get that.
Ooh. So that'll do it for the episode. Thanks for listening in. You can always submit your own questions on the Patreon at, I think I have it at like $2 and up. Pretty sure it's at $2 and up.
We don't charge much.
Yeah. I opened it up for this one because I felt bad because we didn't do much for September because we were so busy. I spent the majority of the month just cleaning basically 2 houses. Patreon in the description, YouTube link in the description, Twitter. Technically there is a Tumblr now. Roxy Lalonda, please step on my face.tumblr.com. I finally made use of that Tumblr link.
Yuck.
All that good stuff in the description. If you're listening on audio, you can find it YouTube, Google Play. Find it in any podcast app on your phone. That's what I do. And Discord in the description as well. And I lost track. I have like a flow whenever I do these end episode things. I totally lost myself in it. So
you told us where to find it. Told us to give them their hard-earned money or their parents' money. Have you done the shout-outs yet?
I have not. I would have had some egg on my face. So let's go with these shout-outs. We've got Legendary Zephyr, Jonathan Glassnap. This one's going to be hard. Briss Bipchap? I think I did it right. Alex F. That's Alex with an X. And James Tonneson.
And then we got our boys Fox McCloud 23. Ozzy Rios? Yeah, Ozzy Rios. Phil the Muffin. And Lors the Ninth.
So once again, thanks for listening on in. Thanks for listening to the boys. Big shout out to my Let Me Tell You boys. Oh man, give you guys a little pet name because that's what everyone does. Dab. I should probably just kind of end it there.